Welcome back, everyone. So this video is a quick one of my new YouTube image, I suppose you'd call it, or icon. I've spent a few days on it. I've been trying to think of what to do, think of how to design it. The final piece, which will be shown at the end. Please don't skip to the end if you just want to have a look at it. But if you want to, that's where it will be, is at the very end, near enough. But anyway, yeah, it's been a bit of time. I've been thinking of changing it because for probably after, or once this video is released, probably within 24 hours or so of this video being released, I'll end up updating my YouTube icon image thing. And that's so. But yeah, I've been thinking for a fair while on what I should change it to. In a sense, like what theme to do it as. And as is, I finally thought of it. But as you'll be able to see, my the first image sort of thing will be that. Well, it's my first attempt to try and draw like the skull. Because I was looking at images of them and trying to think of how to do my own sort of thing, how to draw them. The first one didn't go very well. The actual head of it wasn't. I couldn't get it right, and then I've actually got the pages with me at the moment. And then like my second one, with the eyes and that, like the head I still couldn't get right because it was sort of too small, and the eyes was a bit weird, and then like the little cheekbone type parts, it kind of looked like a squid to me. It reminded me of, so I redone it, and then yeah, the final one is what I finally got to, which is going to be my new YouTube icon thumbnail, not thumbnail, yeah, image icon sort of thing. As you'll be able to see at the 75 part, because I went backwards on it. Don't ask me why, but I still went backwards and sort of made my way there because I was trying to get everything to fit in, sort of thing. But yeah, at the actual 75 part, more on the 5, the actual paper started to rub off because I had to. Well, I should only know it if everyone will be able to see it. Although the actual image, I'll have my coloured image, which will probably be the one that I'm showing at the moment, and then I'll have my uncoloured one, and then my coloured one. But yeah, where the 5 is, yeah, I probably redone that probably 20, 30 times maybe. I honestly just lost count because it was very hard to try and do the letters because, as you'll be able to see, my letters are mixed in with the flames, which is what I was trying to go for, but I was trying to figure out how to do it. And then I couldn't fit my letters in properly, so I had to make some a little bit smaller, change them around, which again, and also annoying thing actually is I couldn't find my sharpener, but funnily enough, where I was doing this at my table, the sharpener was like half a meter away, and I could not even. I looked everywhere, could not see it. And I was actually getting really annoyed because yeah, I've been working with a blunt pencil, but yeah, once I finally found, I thought I could have had this ages ago and would have been probably a bit better. And then the rubber I was using, or eraser, depending on where you're from, all depends on what you'll call that. That was an old one. I couldn't find my new ones. Although I found my colouring pencils, but the actual coloured one, which I'll be showing soon, isn't done with pencils because I changed my mind. But yeah, as is, because I ended up drawing the flames first originally, and then what I did was I drew the letters normally, but then I thought I'll do capital letters, because again I changed my mind so many times, yeah, just having to remove everything around was just a humongous pain to try and get everything to fit, because like I know a lot of people would end up getting someone professionally to do it. I might do that in the future, but I actually do really like what I've done because as it is for what I made, like I'm not a drawer. That's not really my thing. Especially doing what I've done. I haven't actually done any type of art class for like a couple years, and other than that, I only did it for a few weeks or a month, and then got out of it and that. But yeah, for what it turned out like, I myself am impressed with it. The flames, I've never been good at drawing flames, but they're better than what I would have drew many years ago. But then yeah, with the capital letters, I was trying to do that because I thought just doing like the plain letters, which I've already got on my icon thing at the moment, is just very bland, I suppose you'd call it. At least with this one, it's going to stand out a lot more. Another thing, actually, what I kind of don't like as well, looking at it, the little cheekbones, I still couldn't get them right. I can't draw two sides the same. I can never draw anything the same. It either gets better or it gets worse. Never the same. Same thing with the eyes. I couldn't get them right, nor the nose. And that, but for what it has turned out to be like, I'm pretty good with it, or pretty good with what I've gotten, and that. But anyway, now on to the coloured one, which I was still trying to figure out how to do my my colours, because I was thinking like the red flames. I could have done red and orange, but I was actually using a video editing software to do it because I tried putting it in Paint, but that wouldn't work. Yeah, I was going to use pencils, which it would have been so much different if I used pencils, because I could have had the red and orange, but I thought, if I'm going to change this in the future, it's better for me to have a clear, uncoloured one, and plus I couldn't print it out at the moment, which again, it might even end up being changed in the next few weeks to months. But yeah, with the coloured one, I've got my red flames. I've still got the black, which I put in the eyes, and which don't know if people have noticed yet, but I do have my purple on my subscribe button on my videos. It's not very clear because I've got the black background and the red and purple letters. With this, at least, the letters actually stand out reasonably well. And that I do have ideas, possibly, because I was going to do like a zombie sort of theme, sort of half skeleton, half zombie sort of one, but I'm not that good at drawing yet. Very far from it. But yeah, as is like for trying to figure out the colors and that, because yeah, if I did color it in with pencil, I would have done the flames probably different coloring. But again, with the editing software I was using it was for videos, not for drawings or paints. I still reckon I've done pretty well. There will be bits of pieces of white showing through. That's only because the things like you have to use like the dots to connect the lines to be able to edit stuff, the color and that. So I figured out after a while how to zoom in and that, because it was very tricky because there's different sections and that. But yeah, if I can in the future, I'll try and fix up those white parts, or I'll just wait until many years down the track as well, until I do a new one. And as well for it, I do hope as well that I can hopefully get my 1,000 subscribers at the end of a year, hopefully. Because as is, I need to get a new computer at that as well. My CPU, I believe it was, because the computer I'm using is very old. Just gets through the editing. There's been a lot of editing stuff I'd like to be able to do, but I'm just my computer is physically unable to handle it. So most videos I can't, like with my mod testing videos, is slightly going off track as well, but it's just something I want to mention in this, and that. But yeah, as is, hopefully if we can get to 1,000 subscribers and that by the end of the year, hopefully be able to start making a bit of money on YouTube, and I might be able to then get a better computer to be able to do my editing, Only problem as it is, because as well, I'm not exactly knowledgeable to it like massively on computers, but I am on the other hand. But most computers that can more or less get are more gaming computers, but I think they would still work for my editing. But yeah, as this, and I don't game on PC. A gaming PC isn't really what I'm looking for at this point of time. All I'm looking for as is at the moment is trying to get something that's good with editing as well. If anyone actually knows of reasonably cheap editing computers, or computers that you can use reasonably good for editing, could you let me know? And I don't know how old my computer is. I think it could be like the parts in it could be like 10 years old. So that's kind of what I'm working with. But yeah, is if I can get something that can edit my videos or can handle my editing and that editing softwares and that a lot better than stuff like my mod videos, and that will be a lot better because I'll be able to put in different things. Because with the dots, going around the letters, there could have been like 30 to 50 dots in a letter because you have to go around and see they're not all very neat. I'd had to do a lot of dots, so the CPU unit said it was full. So on the editing software itself, because I think it must be like every. I'm not actually exactly sure it works. It must be like if you put too much stuff, then what the CPU can handle, the GPU, whichever one it is, can't handle it. But yeah, as is, hopefully as it is, I'll be able to get a new editing computer or something soon and be able to start making better videos in that. Because as it is, I used to as well. Like when I first started, I was pretty much using, in terms of my editing, was a laptop, which was my laptop I had for school, and that actually was getting old. Well, it was only a couple years old, but it was going bad, and as is, having all my schoolwork and stuff on it also slowed it down, so it became bad. So yeah, luckily enough, I was able to get on to someone who gave me the computer I use now. So hopefully, as is, that holds up for many years still, and that. But yeah, as is, hopefully we can get to that 1,000 subscribers and hopefully beyond by the end of the year. And I'd also like to say a big thanks to everyone who has been watching my videos, and an even bigger thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Currently of making this, I'm up to 220, which in one of the other days I got like 3 or 4 subscribers in a day, which was really great. And that, but yeah, as is, thank you to everyone who has been subscribing and watching. And that, I think that is all I need to. I was going to cover in this. And as is, yeah, I might in a couple years or something do like a video or a competition for people to more or less redraw or draw up a new YouTube icon thing in the future. But that will be for the future anyway. So anyway, I hope everyone has enjoyed. And as is, this is also why I haven't been putting out videos for the last few days, is because I've been busy with this and that. But yeah, now I'll be able to more or less continue back on my normal releasing schedule. But yeah, anyway, I hope everyone has enjoyed, and yeah, see everyone next time.